If you've watched my channel for years, my very first video was called the Cork Ornament Reindeer video right here. So it is 3 corks and I made it into a little reindeer. And he's cute, he's got googly eyes and a jingle bell, of course, and you hang him on your tree. This was my first video on YouTube. I'm gonna update the Cork Ornament Reindeer to be the Rudolph the Red-Nosed LED reindeer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn him on, and now you see him. He's got a little glowing red nose, just like Rudolph did. And in this video, I'll show you how to make this project start to finish. This is the new and improved project here, and the difference is instead of a pom-pom nose, he has a Rudolph the Red-Nosed light up nose. Hopefully you can see this in the video. Anyway, and it's controlled by this little paperclip switch that I made over here. There we go. And so you can turn them on and off. So this is a much more complicated project, requires a lot more stuff. It is over the top project. So if you don't want to do this project, then I'll link over to the original project and just follow those instructions. And this is actually really simple and this is fun. So, but for today, the project is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Cork Ornament. The materials you need for this project are, you'll need 3 corks. So 1 cork is shorter than the other 2 corks because I've cut off the ends. It's the face, so it's gonna be a little bit shorter. You'll need 2 screws. These are about 5/8 of an inch. You will need a Phillips head screwdriver for your 2 screws. You'll need some electrical tape. You'll need a clothespin or some sort of clamp. You'll need a jingle bell, of course. You'll need a coin battery. This is a CR2032 battery right here. You'll need at least 2 wires. You'll need a few wires. You'll need your red LED. You'll need a drill with a 9/16 drill bit. You will need a tassel tail. You will need a screw eye. You'll need 2 eyes, 2 googly eyes right here. You'll need a nipper. You'll need a paper clip without the coating on it. It needs to be just a regular paper clip. You need a pair of scissors. You'll need your wire cutters with the wire stripper, and then you'll need your soldering iron with solder wire, and you'll also need a hot glue gun as well. And so it's a lot of stuff to make this project. So we're gonna start by drilling a hole for the nose. So this is the shorter cork. I have cut off the 2 ends. It's shorter than the other 2 corks, so let's get started with that. I've taken a slightly broken cork because I don't want to drill all the way through my table here, and I'm just going to drill right down the middle, right here. And it is a little bit messy, so I want to make sure the hole goes all the way through. And that's all you need the drill for. Next, we're going to cut the corks. So I'm going to use this as the body, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little wedge out of the cork right here for the head. So I've cut that down, and now I'm going to cut out 2 legs. So I'm just going to take this cork and cut it in half. There we go. And then now we're just going to go ahead and assemble. I always do this. One leg is always longer than the other one. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and assemble the reindeer. So this is where the head goes. And then we'll put the 2 legs on. And there we go. So we'll let that dry for a second. I'm going to attach the wires to the LED. So first we want to test the LED and make sure it works first. So we just stick it in between the coin battery. And sure enough, it works. Isn't this great? Red LED. Okay. So now we want to attach wires to it. So in order to do that, that's why we need the soldering iron. So I've got my wires here. I'm gonna strip it down just a little bit more. And then wind the wire around just ever so slightly just to get it on there. And then we'll solder this in place. And what I like to do is I like to take my clothespin just to hold it up so it's not touching the table as I solder, and then we're going to solder the wires together. So you want to just touch the tip, and there we go. We've got this wire soldered down, and then we're going to do the next wire. Take the next wire, strip the wire, same process, wind it around the other one. And so now we've got 2 wires soldered onto our LED light. Next step is we have to cover these connections with electrical tape. Let's make sure that this light is still working. So connect it up to the, I like to connect it up to the battery. And sure enough, it's still working, yay. Okay, so next we're gonna put this, thread this into our cork ornament right here. So it goes in the nose, right? And then you gotta get it all the way through. So you wanna pull it through, see that? And then we're gonna make a little switch right here. So we're gonna make a switch out of a paper clip and 2 screws. The way it works is you have 1 screw here, and then you want to know how far down it's going to go. See, that's a good position. Take our screwdriver and screw it down, but not all the way down. Next, we want to take our nippers and nip the bottom of our paper clip at the very bottom. There we go. So this kind of makes a little hook for the switch here. And then we also want to get, oh, by the way, now is a good time to put on the antlers. So this is a pipe cleaner I bought at the Hobby Lobby, and we just form it like little antlers. And I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna hot glue that right here, right now. Right there, hot glue, and then voila, antlers. Here we go. Antlers on, and we've got our first wire that we want to wire up here. So we want to see how long we want it to be, and then give it another 1/2 inch or so. Clip the wire, then strip the wire, and then we're gonna get it around this screw, and then screw this wire down in it. But not all the way down, because this is the moving part here. This is right there. The second piece is where it connects to it. So we want to know where this screw goes. It goes at the bottom of the paper clip, right here, where it can make a good connection. All right, got it most of the way down. Then we've got to take our leftover wire. I'm going to strip a little bit more out of here, and then curl that around this screw, and we're going to tighten that down. Do it just slightly. You can see that connection, and you've got this wire here, and then you've got your battery. Strip this wire, and now we can make a battery connection. So we've got the circuit closed. Let's see if this still works here. Voila, still works. So now we've got to tape this down. So I'm going to get a good piece of electrical tape, and I want to make sure this is working, and I'm going to tape it while it is on. And then I'm just going to glue that down to the base right there. And this also gives you the option, you know, hot glue is pretty easy to replace. This gives you the option of later on changing out the battery too. So you can just pull this off and then retape it and reglue back the battery. So this is the essence of our Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer LED. So now we're going to decorate him. All right, he needs some eyes. And of course he needs a tail. Got a little tassel right here, complete without a jingle bell. Cut off the excess string off the jingle bell. And last but not least, we need a hanger. And then I'll thread through a little piece of ribbon here. This is a 1/4 inch ribbon. You could really use anything. You could use a paper clip, anything that you wanted to do to hang this on your Christmas tree. And there you have it. It's a finished cork ornament LED Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And then here he's on, and then here he's off. on, off with this little paper clip switch that we made. So I hope you enjoyed this craft. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.